vessel. You are the keel. Hold steady. The even keel doesn't mean the water is calm. It means the boat knows how to hold its song of balance through whatever the surface brings. The even keel session steadies through the swings of the energy, the high hour and the dip. The even keel is the practiced grip on the working state, not tight, adjusted constantly. The even keel is trusted, not because it never tilts, because it rights itself. The even keel session never fights the condition. It responds, it corrects, it holds not perfect balance. Practice balance, not still water, steady vessel. The even keel session finds its level through whatever the hour tries to wrestle. Even keel, hold the line through the dip and through the climb. Not the same, adjusted, true. Even keel, this is how you keep the session on its course. Even keel, the quiet force of the practiced working mind. Even keel, the steady find of the level every time. That demands perfection tips the vessel. The even keel doesn't need perfection, needs the wrestle. With the hour to be honest, needs the tilt. To be acknowledged, needs a small rebuilt adjustment of the working toward the level. The even keel is not the absence of the bevel. It's the response to it, the constant small correction that keeps the session on its true direction. Not rigid, responsive, not immune, adjusted. The even keel session is the one that's trusted to deliver, not because it's always smooth, but because it always finds its groove. Not perfect balance, practice balance, not still water, steady vessel. The even keel session finds its level through whatever the hour tries to wrestle. Even keel, hold the line through the dip and through the climb. Not the same, adjusted, true. Even keel, this is how you keep the session on its course. Even keel, the quiet force of the practice working mind. Even keel, the steady find of the level every time. The high energy session tilts toward the frantic. The low energy session tilts toward the abandoned. The even keel holds somewhere between, not by suppressing either, but by knowing how to use both. The high gives momentum, the low gives depth. The even keel session takes what the hour offers and adjusts, always adjusts. That's the skill, not the perfect hour, the perfect adjustment to the imperfect one. Hold the keel, the course is still true. Come back to the even keel when the session tries to tip toward the too much or the not enough. The practiced grip returns the vessel to the level without drama. The even keel session has its own quiet karma of the consistent, the reliable, the true. Even keel, the session always coming through, not because the water was always kind, but because the keel was always aligned to find the level. Session after session, return even keel, the only balance worth the earn. Even keel, hold the line, hold it through the dip and through the climb. Not the same, adjusted, true. Even keel, this is how you keep the session on its course. Even keel, the quiet force of the practice working mind. Even keel, the steady find, always find of the level prepares for the next condition. Ready, adjusted, always finding level. Come back, the keel holds. It always holds. Most of the work is invisible, not unreal, invisible. The thinking that never becomes a line, the session that produces nothing, but the session after it. Dark matter, it holds everything together. You can't point to it in the output, it leaves no visible trace, but the work that isn't working is still holding up the space between the things that are. The gap that keeps the structure sound. The dark matter of the practice is what makes the real work found, not in the obvious places where the output gets the name, but in the invisible effort that was always in the frame of every finished thing. The hours you can't account for. The dark matter of the session is what sessions are made for. Invisible but load-bearing, unseen but real. The dark matter of the practice is most of what you feel when the work goes right, though you can't point to where it came from. It came from the dark matter all along. Dark matter, holding it all. Every session you can't recall, that built the thing you thought just came. Dark matter has no name, but it has weight, it has pull. Dark matter keeps the structure full. When the visible work runs out of room, dark matter fills the space in the room. The session that produced nothing still produced the next session's ground. The thinking that went nowhere still discovered what it found by going there. The dead end is still information. The dark matter of the practice is still preparation for the version that will work, which needed all the ones that didn't. The dark matter session is the session you forgot, but it isn't gone. It lives in the structure of the work you didn't lose. Dark matter is the session that you didn't think you choose to value, but without it nothing visible would hold. The dark matter of the practice is more valuable than gold. Invisible but load-bearing, unseen but real. The dark matter of the practice is most of what you feel when the work goes right, though you can't point to where it came from. It came from the dark matter all along. Dark matter, holding it all. Every session you can't recall, that built the thing you thought just came. Dark matter has no name, but it has weight, it has pull. Dark matter keeps the structure full. When the visible work runs out of room, dark matter fills the space in the room. The universe is mostly what we cannot see. The same is true of any serious practice. The visible output is a fraction of what holds it. Below the surface, the failed drafts, the sessions that clarified nothing, the hours that felt wasted but were actually load-bearing walls. Dark matter, all of it, none of it wasted. All of it necessary. Go back to the invisible word. It's the most important work you do. The output gets the attention, but the dark matter gets the work done underneath is where the real sessions occur. Dark matter, holding it all of it. Every session you can't recall, that built the thing you thought just came. Dark matter has no name, but it has weight, it has pull. Feel the pull. Dark matter keeps the structure full when the visible work runs out of room. Dark matter fills the space, always in the room. Invisible, load bearing. The dark matter of your practice is working right now. In the gap between sessions, in the thinking you won't remember, in the session that felt like nothing. It's all weight, it's all holding. Come back to it, let it hold. Let it hold. Not every session produces. Some sessions prepare the next session to produce. The dry run is not the failure, it's the rehearsal that makes the real run possible. Come back, the real run is next. The dry run session feels like nothing landing, nothing sticks. The thinking circles without traction, nothing clicks into the slot it was designed for. And the hours pass without the output that the previous session built to last. But the dry run is not empty, it is orientating the mind toward the material, silently calibrating for the session that comes after, where the real run flows. Because the dry run cleared the path that only the dry run knows. Not every session lands, not every hour produces. The dry run is the session that the real run uses. The dry run, not the failure. The dry run, the preparation. Every session that felt wasted built the next one's foundation. Dry run, necessary. The dry run, preliminary to the session that delivers what the dry run made it ready. Dry run, come back, the real run is next. The actor runs the scene without performance in the dry. Define the obstacles, the lines that don't flow, the why behind each movement. Not the perfect, but to locate the fiction before the real performance. Early, not too late to adjust. The dry run session does the same for the work. It finds the places where the thinking tends to shirk or snag or lose its thread and marks them without solving. The dry run is the session of the problems early resolving into something navigable. The real run benefits from every dry run session. Every hour that sits uncomfortably in the not yet clicking, all of it is preparation. Dry run every bit. Not every session lands, not every hour produces. The dry run is the session that the real run uses. The dry run, not the failure. The dry run, the preparation. Every session that felt wasted built the next one's foundation. The dry run, necessary. The dry run, preliminary to the session that delivers what the dry run made it ready. Dry run, come back, the real run is next. You left the dry run session feeling like you'd failed. You hadn't. You'd mapped the territory, so the real run wouldn't have to stop and find its way. The dry run paid for the real run's fluency. Every frustrating hour of the session that went nowhere, it went somewhere. It went into the preparation of the session that will flow. That session is coming. It's built on this one. Come back. The dry run is done. The real run is ready. That includes the dry run without judgment runs more honestly than the one that only counts the sessions where the output came clean and the hours felt productive. The dry run session is equally constructive in the architecture of the practice. Every layer the dry run laid becomes the real run's prayer answered. The fluency that looks like effortlessness is built on a foundation of dry run sessions, nothing less. Come back after the dry run with the same intention. Set the real run is the session that the dry run hasn't met yet, but it's coming, and it carries in its ease every uncomfortable hour of the dry run's expertise. The dry run, not the failure, never the failure. The dry run, the preparation. Every session that felt wasted built the next one's foundation. Every single one. The dry run necessary. The dry run preliminary to the session that delivers what the dry run made it ready. Made it ready. Dry run. Come back, come back. The real run is next. The real run is next. You prepared for it in the session that felt like nothing. Come back, sit down. This is the real run. The dry run built it. Every frustrating hour they built this. Run it. The preparation is complete. The real run starts now. Between the intention and the output, there's a channel. Most of the time it's clogged with hesitation, doubt, revision. Clear it. Let the work move through without obstruction. The cloud channel makes the simple feel impossibly hard. Every thought passing through a checkpoint. Every guard stationed at the gate before the idea can proceed. The clear channel removes the checkpoints, removes the need for permission at every step. The clear channel just runs the thought straight through to action. No more, no less, just once decided and then moving. The clear channel doesn't stall on the way from thinking to the doing. Clear, that's all. Remove the checkpoints, remove the Every checkpoint you added was meant to protect the work. Most of them just slowed it down. The clear channel isn't careless, it's trusting. Trusting that the intention knows where it's going without needing to justify itself at every single step. Clear the channel, let the thought become the thing without the interrogation. It already knows what it is. Always open. A closed fist can't receive anything new. An open hand can hold and release in the same motion. The session works best when you hold it loosely. Open your hand. Begin. That won't release controls but never learns. The open hand stays ready while the closed fist burns. Energy on holding what it already has in place. The open hand is room for what this session needs to trace a new direction. An unexpected turn the plan didn't foresee. The open hand receives it. The closed fist never will be free to adjust to catch what falls outside the rigid frame. The open hand works differently, and that's the whole aim. Hold it loosely, let it move. The open hand receives what the closed fist can't prove. The open hand, ready still, receiving what the closed hand never will. Catching what the grip lets fall. This is how you know. so tightly that you couldn't feel what the work was actually offering. The open hand isn't passive, it's actively ready for the plan and for the deviation that turns out better than the plan. Open your hand, not to lose control, to make room for something you couldn't have planned. That's where the best sessions go. Less forced. Come back and open, let the session set its course. A little more than you expected. The open hand receives what the closed fist never could understand. Open hand, ready still receiving what the closed hand never will. Catching what the grip lets fall. The open hand holding all that matters without crushing. This is how you know. Open, ready, receiving. The session gave you more than the grip ever could. Come back tomorrow. Open your hand again. It already knows how. The last light of the day isn't weaker than the first. It's just different, softer, more honest. Less concerned with proving anything about the day. This is that light. Work inside it. The last light doesn't rush to finish what the day began. Simply illuminates what's left with a different plan than the morning had. Softer, slower, more aware of what actually matters in the hour that's still there. The last light session knows it's near the closing door. Not anxious about it, just present for what's left to explore. In the remaining time, the last light makes its peace with finishing or not. The last light brings release, not weaker, different, not rushed, aware. The last light of the session finds what's honestly still there. Last light, soft and true. Last light, what gets through when the day's demands go quiet. Last light, never defined, or the ending coming soon. Last light finds its own tune in the closing of the hours. Last light. The last light never asked the work to be too loud. Not weaker, different, not rushed, aware. The last light of the session finds what's honestly still there. Last light, soft and true. Last light, what gets through when the day's demands go quiet. Last light, never defined, of the ending coming soon. Last light finds its own tune in the closing of the hours. Last light has its own powers. This is the last lyric of this playlist. Like the last light of a session, it doesn't need to prove anything the earlier ones didn't. It just needs to close. Honestly, you showed up across all these sessions, all these playlists, all these returns. You showed up. The last light doesn't ask for more. It just asked you to notice what you built softly before the day fully ends. Come back tomorrow to a new first light, a new beginning. But for now, let the last light hold what you're finishing. Honestly, gently, without the need to force the session to extend beyond its natural course. The last light always knows when enough has been given. The last light, the practice softly, simply driven toward the close that doesn't need announcement or applause. Last light, the session exactly as it was. Last light, soft and true. Soft and true. Last light, what gets through when the day's demands go quiet. Last light, never defined, of the ending coming soon. Last light finds its own tune in the closing of the hours. Last light has its own powers. Soft, honest, closing gently. The last light doesn't need to be the brightest. It just needs to be true. Come back tomorrow for the first light again. For now, rest. The session is complete. Last light.